All right, I find this situation very, very funny. Y'all know what it is. It's Boxing Clinic and more. Your boy CJ Goodfellas. Let's jump right into it. And Bob Arum is now saying that his prize light heavyweight Alexander Gufic, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. I don't give a fuck because he ain't really did shit. But he's the interim WBC titleist. And now Bob Arum says that no Badou Jack and Adonis Stevenson rematch. Alexander the Nail should get his title shot. But I find this highly hypocritical because when Regis Prograis was the interim champion for Jose Ramirez's belt, he paid him to go away because he didn't feel Jose Ramirez was ready to take an ass whooping like that. So he protected his fighter, but Bob Arum wants to have his cake and eat it too, and it doesn't work like that. The WBC president is already supporting the rematch between Adonis Stevenson and Badou Jack, and Alexander Gufic, he can fucking wait because his last two performances have been dog shit and cat shit, you know. And Bob Arum wants to be out here and go by the rule book and be politically correct and go by the rules in this situation. But when it was time for Jose Ramirez to shoot a fair one with Regis Prograis, and he bought Regis Prograis out, that's what happened with Regis and why Jose Ramirez and Regis Prograis didn't happen. Bob Arum told Regis Prograis that Jose Ramirez wasn't ready to get a foot shoved down his ass in a fight. So he gave Regis Prograis his own fight date from his hometown of New Orleans on ESPN, July 14th, as a preliminary to the Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view on ESPN. So he paid Regis Prograis not to fight as champion. And Regis Prograis, he bent over. He didn't stand by his morals because he knew Lou DiBella didn't have the juice to compete with Bob Arum, and he took a payday. He gonna enter the World Boxing Super Series tournament after, you know, they pulled some fuckery with Jose Ramirez, because Jose Ramirez should have never been a WBC champion. Him and Amir Khan, that wasn't no world championship caliber fight. If you're talking about cherry picking for a belt, that's it. It was supposed to be two title eliminators. Regis Prograis versus Victor Posto was turned into Julius Sandago, and Jose Ramirez versus the number one contender to WBC, Amir Mine, which Amir Mine should never been the number one contender to WBC. It should have been Adrian Granados, because Adrian Granados knocked him out. Then he fought two bums and still maintained number one. So now Bob Arum wants to go by the rule books and cry and say his fighter Alexander Gufic, or the Nail, whatever you want to call him, deserves a title shot when he don't. He don't. Because at the end of the day, if you pay Regis Prograis to go away, well, Alexander can wait his turn and you can pay him to go away. You don't try to break the rules and then try to, you know, have the rules work for you when it's convenient for you. Bob Arum, an old fart. When he get the fuck up out the way, man, you know, and I don't wish no bad about nobody. Just get the hell up out the way of this company. I think Top Rank is gonna be a lot better off without the old fart, man. Because this dude, he's just a little bitch, man. You know, that's just some hoe shit. You want to go by the rules, now it's convenient for your fighter. Nobody give a fuck about this Russian guy. Nobody know who the fuck he is. He fought Craig Baker and looked like dog shit in his last fight. I don't even know who he fought. He looked worse than dog shit. He looked like rat shit in his last fight. So do you think I want to see him go to Canada to fight Adonis Stevenson? Fuck no. He can get the winner and the rematch. If Adonis Stevenson win the rematch, he could fight him. If Badou Jack win the rematch, he could fight him. Or they could just pay him to go away altogether, because that's what you did to Regis Prograis. You robbed him of an opportunity to face Jose Ramirez and protect the Jose Ramirez, because you know Jose Ramirez ain't shit. So you're going to have Jose Ramirez fight Danny O'Connor, a guy who wasn't even ranked inside the top 15. They paid for him again, or requested for him to be ranked inside the top 15. He debuted at number 14 in the WBC. 14. So how can a champion fight the 14th best contender who wasn't even ranked at first? That's fuckery at its finest. Jose Ramirez ain't going to fight nobody. He going to hold that belt, and Bob Arum going to continue to pay the WBC until he feels like he's ready. But the thing about it is, Bob, you wasted your money, because Jose Ramirez can't fucking fight. Eventually, somebody gonna clip this whole ass motherfucker, and it's gonna happen. And if Josh Taylor win versus Postal, I hope he don't enter the World Boxing Super Series tournament, because he'd be Jose Ramirez's mandatory, and he gonna fuck Jose Ramirez up. You can keep paying all these guys up, but eventually he gonna have to fight a mandatory. He gonna get his ass whooped because he can't fight. And all of a sudden, he want to play the good cop, or the WBC cheerleader to go by the rule book. But at the end of the day, he paying fighters to go away, and he breaking the rules. You know, they gonna do that to you this time. Stevenson and Jack too. We rather see that than some Russian guy who ain't proved shit in his whole career, who just hype. All that Eastern European hype is all hype most of the time. Kovalev was all hype. First little resistance he ran into, Andre Ward beat the fuck out of him twice. However you like it, nut punching job, beat his ass, whatever y'all want to say, he lost. He lost. In the word about the Kovalevs and the Ward shit was HBO wanted Kovalev to win. They wasn't pushing Andre Ward to win. He was the bottom bitch in the situation and still came out on top twice. You know what I'm saying? So nobody give a fuck about all that shit. Jack and Stevenson too is what the fans want to see. Don't nobody want to see this guy from Kazakhstan, Ukrainian. I don't care where you're from. Don't want to see him. He needs to develop some more. He needs to develop because he ain't got no pleasing style. He just tall and he think he can box. He can't box. He can't fight. He needs to develop some more. He got some tools and some potential, but he not ready. He can wait some more. Just like you making Regis Progress wait, we can make this motherfucker wait some more. And once fucking Adonis Stevenson, he defend that title again, he ain't got to defend it all the way until September whenever Badu Jack and him rematch. So if they rematch in December, he ain't got to fight his mandatory Alexander Goofy for a whole year. And you know he gonna milk that whole year after fighting twice in 1 year. So we can sit this motherfucker on the pine for a minute, man. And hopefully by the time it come around, Bob Arum ain't around no more, man. He can go sit his ass down and retire and let, Tom LaBeouf run the damn Top Rank and run into prominence into the future. But we gone.